Hey guys, um, so we're looking at your public opinion and media project. Um, so again, we're looking at basically media bias. We talked about this in class on Thursday. Um, this is due next Friday, and the objective is for you to analyze a specific issue, a person. You can pick a group, and critique the various ways this issue, person, organization was presented to the public, impacting public opinion. So again, it could be a figure, a political politician, um, a particular issue, your choice. But this is some information trying to help you fill this stuff out. Again, you're going to pick 4 sources that you're going to research this individual and see how they are portrayed, or the group, or the organization, or the issue. These are some ways to identify bias. So you can look through these and look. Some of the examples are a little dated, using Chris Christie from New Jersey. But all of these will help you in organizing the project. Now, here is just a discussion of the project guidelines and where your points are coming from. And if you slide down, you're going to see you're going to be creating a Google slide deck that is going to have the minimum of 7 slides, as you see here. So your first slide is going to be your issue, your person, whatever you're researching. The second slide is your perception of the issue before you do your research. Okay. Now, the third slide. State the name of the source, how you perceived, how they felt about the issue based on what you saw. Add phrases, words, evidence, pictures even, that might present a slant or a bias by the writer into that reporting. And you're going to do that in the third slide for source 1, the fourth slide for source 2, fifth slide for source 3, and the sixth slide for source 4. Your seventh slide is an explanation of your viewpoint after your research. So based on what you have looked at, does your perception change about this individual, about this issue, or about this organization based on the research that you did? I would strongly encourage you to add phrases, words, terminology from the actual source within your slides to help you in the explanation of your viewpoint, like after, especially if it changes. So the grade sheet. And I'm going to change. Looks a little funky. All right, let's go ahead and make this a totally different page. There we go. All right. So within this is your rubric. So did you identify an issue? If you did, 5 points. Easy. Explanation or viewpoint, 10 points. Points deducted if you did not state how your opinion was formed. So make sure that you're very particular in how did I form this perceived vantage point before I do any research. So source 1, source 2, source 3, source 4, all of these are going to be, very specific about what you did. Did you state your perception of the article? Yes or no? Did you include actual quotes? Yes or no? If either of them are no, there's a 4.3 point deduction. So just understand that works into how this equals out to 100 points. Now, explanation of viewpoint after your research is 10 points. You have to have visuals. Okay, so background, font style, all of this needs to be the same. All right, you could change your font color to emphasize words or phrases, but it needs to be consistent and not to make it all messy. Did you use pictures, video clips, different things from your sources to help prove your point? Your presentation, and I'm going to go ahead and change this so you can see it. It's not really your presentation because I'm not going to have you present these. you are going to basically this last 20 points is going to come from, your lost my words, your basically your total product. Okay. So did you finish it? And did you follow the guidelines? Points will be deducted if you don't follow these guidelines. But this, again, is where your 100 points is coming from in looking at how you are graded. Okay. So somehow this got taken out. But your total points out of 100. And we'll go ahead and highlight that to make it stand out. Okay. So these are all, this is the grade sheet, your rubric. Again, I'm going to go ahead and post this today. And you've got until next Friday. I'm going to take the essay out. So this is the only thing that you really need to be concentrating on for next week. Class on Wednesday, we'll take some questions dealing with the project. Thursday as well. But we are going to move on into a different, not really a different subject matter, but just kind of a review place in class, looking at the last couple of chapters and tying those together. And this is all I'm going to give you for next week, as we are finishing out the virtual model for these 2 weeks. So if you have any questions, let me know. Again, we'll address things Wednesday in class. Have a great weekend.